Hey everyone, it's Dan here from Flexxable. I hope you're doing well. Today, it's kind of part two of a video I just did a few minutes ago and I forgot to talk about it with regards to closing and the feeling of desperation that you have that just repels clients. They've got no chance, it's almost like they hate you. It's like what you're offering to them is like offensive. Why would I ever do that? That's just crazy. Okay, they've been burnt by agencies before. There's just no chance in hell of closing them, and no matter how much you try and explain to them why this is different and why it's better, they're just not hearing it. Okay, but before I talk a little bit about this, why don't you subscribe to my YouTube channel and also share this if you're watching it on Facebook, whatever, because I really want to pass on the performance-based model to as many agencies out there because it's changed my life. And I hope it's going to change yours too. All right, so please do spread the word. I'd really appreciate it. So this sense of desperation that clients have, where they're repelled by what you're offering them, and I used an analogy before about trying to walk up to a pretty girl in a bar and offering to buy a drink, and then bumbling your words and stumbling and just completely just messing the whole thing up, and you just got not a chance in hell because you're being too desperate. It's like that when you're talking to a client that just not listening. Okay, I've got a little tip for you here. Of course, the previous video spoke about changing up what you offer them or repositioning what you're offering them. There'll be a link below the video where you can watch that video, and that makes a huge difference if you just change what you're offering them. Okay, I know that sounds so incredibly simple, and it is, but watch that video and you'll find out about that. But what I've found is that even when you have just the best offer in the world, and it's an absolute no-brainer for the client to go ahead and take what you're offering them, you still get clients that are going to kick back. They just don't understand it. Okay, and there's two, and I'll give you an example of what we're doing at the moment. So we've got an offer for our clients where we don't ask for any ad spend up front. We don't ask for any long-term commitments. We don't ask for a cost per lead up front. We don't ask for any money at all for them. And what we do is we generate them leads from their existing database, okay, their existing sold database. And it's the greatest offer in the world because it's free money to the clients. There's no reason at all why they should say no to it. But guess what? They still say no to it. They don't understand. We have had kickbacks like, yeah, why would I give you my client's database? They contact me when they're good and ready. I don't want to piss them off. It's just insane. Like comments like that, there's just no way I'm going to do that. We already contact our database by SMS marketing and some crappy email autoresponders that don't work. That type of stuff. They're the kickbacks we get. I'll give you a little tip. Don't try and sell to these people, okay? Just, there's two things that I'll do. The first one is that Mr. or Mrs. Client, I'm not asking you to spend anything up front. You don't have to pay for any leads, and we look after all the work. We look after all of the closing, and we just pop the client ready for you to close inside your calendar, or we can actually live transfer that client to you to close, and you still don't want to do it. Are you crazy? Am I missing something here? Sometimes that gets through to them. They're like, oh, hang on a sec. And after you make that statement, if they still say no, then just kind of hold up your hands, detach yourself from the situation and say, okay, it was nice talking to you. Do you mind if we touch base in a couple of months when we've got some results with your competitors so you can see what we're doing? We'll give you a case study or whatever. They usually go, yeah, sure, whatever, no problems. That's the little bit of advice I would give is, sometimes it's a square peg in a round hole. Okay, no matter what you do, they're not going to come on board. And don't try and convince them, okay? Make it sound like they're crazy for not taking up your offer if you have got a good offer, and then thank them and move on the way next, okay? When you detach yourself from the outcome of the call, that's when the magic happens. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you can take what I've given you and be able to use it in the way that you're currently closing clients or bringing clients on board inside your agency. I also have a case study on how we do this, how we close people with the performance-based model, how we have an offer that's just insane that they can't say no to. It's free. It's the game plan that I took one of my students through, Agency L, we call him. His name's been changed to protect the innocent, but we talk a little bit about how we escaped retainer jail and moved to the performance-based model, which means every phone call he has, he's pretty much closing because he's so confident now. So enjoy that case study. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you later. Take care.